Hello and welcome to Off the Shelf with Phil and Dave, the movie talk show where each week one of us takes a movie off our shelf, presents it to the other for discussion. This week we have coming off of Dave's shelf, 2014's Draft Day. Dave, why is this movie on your shelf?
I think I procured this film, I want to say in 2016.
Okay.
I didn't run out to get it.
Peak Damon years.
Exactly. Might be the same day I picked up Great Wall
Okay.
in 4K. This, however, just Blu-ray.
Yeah.
My intention was simply to expand my sport movie collection along with my Kevin Costner library.
He covers both those bases pretty often, right? Sports and Costner, they worked well.
Yeah, he's done a few.
Yeah.
That's for sure. However, years later, it's well documented. You certainly know. Every year I buy MLB The Show, 26 in this instance. So I have it. And I just draft and I draft.
In 25, 24, 23.
I end up barely playing the game. I just keep doing fantasy drafts. And if I had more time, I would probably do it with hockey.
Yeah.
And if I still bought Madden, but I don't because it's trash, would do it with that as well. Okay. Building leagues. Aaron Judge on the Braves. You got Ohtani on the Cubs.
Wow, really changing it up.
I just love it.
Yeah.
And we touched on it a little bit during our Inception episode. The Architect, I like to create and build this stuff. So I think subconsciously or unconsciously, I think I was awake for this, but that's why I had to have it on my shelf. Anything related to drafting,
Okay.
I got to have it. I'm an addict. I am.
Let's call it what it is.
Yeah, I gave up a lot of my bad habits.
Yeah.
This one,
You put all your chips right in there.
yeah, I don't think it's going away anytime soon. My wife,
It's your calling.
she semi-supports it.
And that she supports you.
She hasn't said stop.
Yeah, okay.
So that's the important thing.
right.
She knows I've
So
given
she's
up a
better
lot.
than Joe already.
Already. Oh, yeah. My wife's, yeah. However, she didn't really support me enough to watch this particular film.
So she couldn't tell you what it's about. I'll tell you, I know who I can ask to find out what this movie's about.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we know who it isn't. We can't ask your wife. That's clear.
Yeah.
But we got Old Faithful right in the background here. That
I have a feeling she might be able to describe it better, even if she hadn't watched it, but I don't know. You tell me what it says.
Well, better than Rounders, I would hope.
Can't be worse.
We have here at the NFL Draft, General Manager Sonny Weaver has the opportunity to rebuild his team when he trades for the number one pick. He must decide what he's willing to sacrifice on a life-changing day for a few hundred young men with NFL dreams.
If I had said that to my wife word for word, she probably would have watched it. A lot of young men. Oh, yeah.
Hundreds of young men?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Healthy physiques.
Certainly more than what you're dealing with.
I work out. Not to Brian Drew's extent,
No.
but hey, we'll get there.
That's right.
We'll
You're not
get
doing
there.
3 bills.
3 stacks of high society in the weight room. If you look further into the IMDb, you'll see Ivan Reitman was the director. He's a guy you know.
Yeah. He's a guy that has made some of the movies I really love. But recently we talked about Dave.
Yeah, 93.
93, and Ghostbusters, 85. So
Those are the two big ones.
those are the big ones. He's
Yeah.
done a bunch of other ones.
I saw
but-
like some comedies and stuff from like the late 80s and early 90s that I kind of recognized.
Yeah, for sure.
Meatballs.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. Canadian.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, his son took over the Ghostbusters franchise to
Okay.
less than stellar results as far as I'm concerned.
From what I could see, this movie was his last one.
Yeah. For me, anyway, he kind of fell off the radar. He was obviously really amazing in the 80s, stuff like Twins and, Ghostbusters we talked about, Meatballs, Stripes. Like, this is just like comedy hit after comedy hit after comedy hit. Directed Kindergarten Cop, which is an Arnold movie that I loved when I was younger. I haven't seen it
Bring it off,
a
buddy.
long time.
Bring it
but
off.
It might be worth it. Stuff like Junior and Father's Day. 6 Days and 7 Nights, one of the worst movies I ever saw.
I did recognize that. We talked about that before. Yeah.
Yeah.
During
So
Volcano.
basically from 93, Dave, really, until the end of his career, I never even heard, this is not a movie that I paid attention to. He made a movie called Evolution in the early 2000s that was garbage. So I'd already kind of written him off by the time this movie came out, and I don't really have a interest in football and didn't really have an interest in Costner.
So it's safe to say you had not seen this movie.
This is post-video store working, so I don't really have any recollection of the wall or seeing the poster or anything like that. So as I mentioned before, that 2011 to 2015-16 range.
Yeah, you're out west.
Yeah. I went deep into the archives. I went deep into my collection. I didn't see as many of the modern new movies, and this wouldn't have made the cut even if I was.
So we know at this point in time it's not on your shelf.
Correct.
By the end of this episode, we'll find out if it gets on there, and I'm curious to find out. I really don't know what you're going to think about this movie, so I'm excited for this episode.
I like to be a man of mystery, David.
I know. I don't like the look I'm getting right now, though. It's, I'll be curious to see if you liked it more or less than Volcano, because that's like the bar for you right now.
Yeah, I had a very high opinion of Volcano.
Yeah. Watch it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only sections of Volcano, not all of it.
Well, let's get into the film, Phil.
Let's get in there.
It really has that intro to an NFL game vibe right from the get-go. You have, the dome's empty, actually.
Yeah, well, it's early.
Yeah, it is early.
But first, we're in New York. We're setting up for the draft itself.
Yes.
So we're setting a scene here. It's going to take place in New York, but that's it. That's the only real section of New York that we really spend any time in, because the movie is not specifically about the draft happening in real time, but rather the mechanisms in place that lead to the draft. So right away, we've got a ticking clock.
12 hours and
12
40
hours.
minutes.
We get Radio City Music Hall, which is a beautiful venue.
Gorgeous.
And we're thrown into the mix.
With Chris Berman.
Great
CB. Voice. Yeah. 32 teams. 7 rounds. 224 players. But it's not long after that we mosey on over to Radio City. Fraser Crane.
That's right.
Seattle.
I'm listening.
Yes. 4:15 in the morning. Early. It's my pee time. Right around there.
Mark it down, folks.
Yeah. We have an introduction of the GM. Correct myself there in real time. Yep. Tom Michaels. He's a real guy.
Is he a real guy?
No.
He's good at this movie, I thought.
He is good.
Yeah.
He's with Chi McBride, playing a guy named Walt Gordon. He's from TV. You don't know who he is.
Okay.
Boston Legal, maybe. I don't know. One of those shows.
All right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Even I barely know him. But he's great in this.
Worth mentioning.
He's worth mentioning.
I don't know anything about him. Don't know his name. Don't know his credits. Don't know anything about him. But we're going to use some time here.
Well, what you need to know is they have the first pick.
That's right.
We're laying it all out here. This guy named Bo Callahan.
Yes.
He's projected to go first overall.
Yeah.
Phenom. They don't need him, though, the Seahawks. They would rather get a better future team.
I guess so. I don't find any of that to be very well established.
Let me ask you this question, actually. Would a voiceover have helped you?
That's a good question. I don't think the voiceover would have helped specifically. I think a little bit more dialogue in the Seattle camp to explain, or at least to establish on some level, why they don't want the first pick. And they're only aware of that 12 hours before.
That I'll give you. They don't need a quarterback.
But they didn't need a quarterback last week, last month, 6 months, 8 months.
Well, why'd you have to get up at 4 a.m.? We could have sorted this out last night.
Yeah, and like in a bit of a panic and like, oh my gosh, we're going to change our strategy.
Yeah, poor management.
That part feels tacked on. The urgency didn't really make a lot of sense, because if you already had a quarterback, you've had him all season.
Now, I can understand wanting 3 first-round draft picks.
Sure.
You would get the Browns' 7th-round pick this year, the first pick in 2015,
sure,
and the first pick in 2016. You're really building a team out from that.
Mm-hmm.
And getting the 7th-round pick is still good. Like, you're still in the top 10 pick. You're going to get depending how strong the class is this year. I might be using terms you don't quite understand.
I think I get class.
I do other podcasts, fantasy football. This is a big time of year for us because of the combine and things like that.
Yeah.
Things are happening, buddy. Because the draft is happening on April 23rd.
Okay.
I'm a little early. I can never quite get the right time.
That's fair.
But we're close enough.
Yeah. It's closer than usual.
Yeah, exactly. But I know we've talked about, like, this could have been a conversation a week ago.
Yeah.
Not now.
Yeah.
So that's it. But
you got to tell a story. That makes sense.
You got to tell a story, and this is a story that will be told.
That's right. So they think Sonny is desperate enough.
He's the guy.
I guess.
Browns. That's enough said.
Desperate enough is the Cleveland Brown way.
Cleveland Browns. Now, are you familiar with Cleveland as a sports city, as a fan base?
The Cavaliers are very, very prominent with Kobe.
Stop. Stop now. I don't know. I don't watch basketball, but
sure, there was a big basketball player that
somewhere
there. Cleveland, I know, is the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Drew Carey show.
Hello, Cleveland. Yep. Spinal Tap. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm very familiar with the Cleveland ways.
Baseball team.
Guardians. Guardians. Oh,
Guardians.
Yeah. Okay.
Formerly the Indians. Went through a name change.
Yeah.
Very popular in sports these days. All the rage.
Yes. Major League. That's what I know. Major League.
But Browns fans are an interesting group.
Please inform.
And when I realized again, because I hadn't watched this movie in a decade, actually, almost exactly, I forgot it was about the Browns.
Okay.
And then I immediately realized this is a fantasy fiction movie.
Sure.
And I had mixed feelings about that.
Okay.
I'm like, Browns would never have a success story.
This is impossible.
It's not possible. And they have such loyal fans. It's almost like a tribute to them to make them have hope.
Yeah.
Make them feel good for an hour and 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Because they have made so many poor decisions in the front office, it's unreal.
Okay.
So it's interesting that they made it about the Browns. It's almost like a joke on itself, in my opinion.
It's interesting. I was just referring to Major League, which is all about the Cleveland Indians, now Guardians.
That's right, yes.
And I wondered if that same principle holds true there,
Yeah.
right? Because maybe, I don't know how the baseball team is, but it's...
Charlie Sheen, just in his peak right then. He was big.
That's
there.
right. That is more accurate than 2016 Matt Damon, for sure.
Couple important things early on, just to lay out the rest of it. We're just getting to know who the owners are, who the GMs are, who the players are, who the girlfriends are. We have Jennifer Garner.
Yeah.
Lovely lady.
Sure.
She just turned 52.
Wonderful.
She was born in 72.
So not at all 52.
And we have the green piece of paper, or in your case, yellow.
Yes, that's right.
With your color blindness.
Yeah.
We know it's something. It's the thing. It's the Oreo cookie.
Yeah. The tell.
Yeah, it really is. So we know that's going to play a role.
I think it's pretty stupid.
The paper itself?
The paper itself as storytelling. Now, there's other stuff in the movie that I like quite a bit, but right away, this is like your kind of linchpin to the whole storytelling aspect. It's going to be your through line of the plot. It's a little easy. It's almost silly to me.
I would find almost manipulative.
The level to which the constant shots to it.
Yeah.
He's like holding on to it. It's passing around. It's sitting in his pocket. It plays such an outsized role in the movie. And that the payoff by the end is, I found, a real letdown by the amount of time we spent thinking and looking and talking about this piece of paper.
If it wasn't the color that stood out so much on the screen, if it was more of a subtle color, like a beige,
sure,
maybe it wouldn't have been so bad. Otherwise, I don't really have a problem with it, other than I think they're using it to make me feel something later, and I hate to admit it, it kind of succeeds.
Okay. I think the sentiment makes some sense. Just the level to which it's part of the storytelling, I think, is unnecessary.
It's also fair to say that you love pancakes.
I actually don't like pancakes.
Me neither. I haven't had pancakes
since I was a child.
Actually, I had them in New Zealand. I don't know if you know, I went there. But before that, I hadn't had them for like 10, 12 years. I like them. I like them just fine.
I don't like them.
I don't like French toast.
Me neither.
But this is a movie that has some eating scenes. I wonder how many takes.
He looked like he was enjoying his pancakes.
He was, right? So I hope he did it in 1 or 2 takes.
Yeah.
Now, this guy who played Tom Michaels, I don't have the name in front of me, but he has some chops. So I imagine.
I think he's great in this movie.
Give me the pancakes. I can do it in a couple scenes. So I can eat more if you want. No problem. Keep them coming.
Keep them coming. Yeah.
Keep coming.
I think he's great in this movie. And Costner gets my favorite line in the whole movie, just silence on the phone. He finally just goes, "Well, Jesus Christ, why don't you pretend like you called me?" I love that concept. When someone calls and like, "Can I put you on hold?" I'm like, "You called me. What are you talking about? Can I put you on hold? You just called me to put me on hold. That doesn't make any sense." So this would make me laugh
funny.
that there's this dead silence.
Granted, it is pretty early. It's in Seattle, so maybe they haven't had their coffee yet.
Yeah, sure.
Just gathering their thoughts.
They're Starbucks.
Yeah.
They're in Seattle, right. home of good coffee.
There you go. If you want to talk about a couple of the players, Phil, these might be faces that you're. At least one that you're...
Yeah, for sure. Obviously.
Vontae Mack.
Chadwick Boseman, the Black Panther himself.
That's right.
James Brown, Jackie Robinson. And I thought always a good performer. I really, really thought he was excellent in Black Panther. So
I haven't seen it, but I certainly, if you brought any of that passion into any movie like he did in this one, I think a small role, but
Yeah, I think he pops pretty well, and I think all of his emotion scenes I think are really good.
He's a highlight.
I'd say, yeah, noteworthy for sure.
Yeah, a damn good linebacker.
And I don't know if in 2014 he's the guy, but if you watch him as James Brown or you watch him as Jackie Robinson, you're watching a guy that can clearly handle a movie, and certainly by the time Black Panther comes, you're just like, yeah, this guy is definitely a star.
And then we also have Terry Crews and his son, Jennings.
Sure, the character, and not actually Terry Crews.
No,
son.
there's we have Deion Sanders playing Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
We have Rick Berman playing Rick Berman, Eisen, like a lot of guys, but Terry Crews is playing Mr. Jennings.
Yes.
The father of Jennings.
yeah, running back, star running back.
Star running back.
History.
Yeah. I mean, you have to have at least one.
Yes.
That's the rules.
Yeah. Every draft's got one.
Yeah.
Or two.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's a really tough thing. Like, obviously, I don't live in that world. To be that young with the background that you have and to have that money and that.
Or potential for money.
Yeah. But you have friends, and it's hard to get out of that life.
Totally.
And you're the guy that gets the break. They're going to want a piece, and they drag you down, obviously.
Totally.
But I think it's important here because Jennings is the guy, or made to believe, at least is coach's guy.
Yes.
They need a running back.
Yeah, Dennis Leary makes the case.
Yeah. He runs. Terry Crews says, you'll play for anybody.
Yeah.
But he's a Brown, and it'd be a great fit.
Of course.
You know, so that's a big thing. But the question is, would drafting Jennings make a splash?
That's a good question. And you only get drafted once.
Yes, that's made clear in this movie.
If you're going to make a splash, you got to do something a little bigger.
Yeah. Because we're dealing with Reitman, we're going to get a couple of familiar faces, both from Dave.
Yeah, I was so happy.
Playing a character named Molino, or Molina.
Both.
Yeah.
It was Molina Malone.
And he is the owner of the Cleveland Browns. And he is going on a little jaunt, a walk in the park, with our good friend Kevin Costner.
Mm-hmm.
And he reminds Sonny that people pay to get wet.
Yeah.
Defensive players don't cause much of a buzz.
Sure.
So one thing, Philip.
But he's a running back.
Jennings is a running back.
Yeah.
But now he's talking about Vontae Mack.
Oh
He's defense.
Sure.
Because that's who he wants.
Sure.
Do you not see what's on the paper there?
Not yet. Big reveal.
And one thing that always bothered me, being somewhat of a football fan, is why owners and GMs make certain decisions. Why would you draft this guy? It's common knowledge that for whatever reason, A, B, C, whatever it may be, he is not the right guy.
Sure.
You don't need that position. He has off-field issues.
Mm-hmm.
Yet they go after them. And I'm like, do you have terrible scouts?
Sure.
Or are they just owners? Look at you don't know this, but there's this owner of the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the owner.
Las Vegas.
Yeah. He's got a bad haircut.
Okay.
Davis. He has like this
really important
bowl haircut.
Okay.
And like this guy's making decisions, like obviously
because of the haircut.
Well, exactly.
He can't make a decision because he got a bad haircut.
And the Raiders have been pretty bad for a while, to the point where they had to move
a couple times, right?
Yeah, you're right. L.A. to Oakland.
Yeah.
Maybe even back to L.A.
And
now in Vegas. However, what I learned from this movie is it's not necessarily about winning. It's simply about selling tickets.
Make the splash.
And if you look at the Toronto Maple Leafs, yes, they've been pretty good for a while, but they sell out.
Yeah.
They don't need to
Good
win.
team, bad team, doesn't matter.
It doesn't
Win
matter.
Cups, lose cups, doesn't matter.
It's corporate, right? So
playoffs, no playoffs, doesn't matter.
So this kind of made sense to me, although I don't agree with it, because I think if you need that defensive guy, he's the piece of the puzzle.
Sure.
You have Drew at quarterback. So, but this really crystallized the behind-the-scenes thought process of some of the owners and GMs, is they just want to bring people into the game. They want to make money.
Sure.
The bottom line. Johnny Manziel.
Classic.
Drafted by the Browns. Comes from a rich family. He was a problem. He's always been a problem. Wasn't really that good. He was not the quarterback of the future.
Yeah.
But he was super hyped up. And they thought, well, the fans are hyped up.
We could build a team around him.
Yeah, he'll be in the newspapers.
Yeah.
And not for good reasons. And ultimately, he ended up in the CFL and yada, yada, yada.
Poor bastard.
Got some mental health issues. I feel bad for him, but it's just all this information they knew, and they still know he's the guy.
Yeah.
He's not the guy.
Sure, which is what Seattle seemingly is recognizing with Callahan.
Yeah.
They're trying to dump him for the 3-round picks, like you're saying.
Well, I think no matter who you're picking first overall, Callahan or not, getting 3 first-round picks is always worth it.
Doesn't matter who it is.
You're getting 2.5 Callahans
Sure.
for the cost of 1.
Yep.
Because that's the deal that he ultimately makes.
Mm-hmm.
And with that influence of Molina, we know what happens. We already laid that out.
Yes. Yep.
Get fleeced.
yeah. Got hosed.
Have you ever been fleeced?
No.
No. Do you use fleece?
Kirkland. I'm a Kirkland guy. Also another Seattle-based company.
Kirkland.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. I drink their coffee. Kirkland Keurig. Anyways, we have Sonny heading to the office with the news, while Leary, Dennis, from the Ref.
Yeah.
It's
Coming off the shelf eventually.
He had that TV show he was on for years.
Rescue 911?
Yeah,
No.
that's it.
No, that wasn't
That
it.
was William Shatner, wasn't it?
No, I think it's on right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, firefighter show.
Yeah, exactly.
I just know him as an asshole.
Which is interesting because I was expecting more of that in this role.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking about Jennings.
Yeah.
Great story. Big fan, clearly.
Yes. That's what he needs.
And we have the split screen. You may have mentioned it earlier.
I have not, but it's a noteworthy conversation
from
piece.
a directorial choice.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it before. I know it's been done. This isn't new.
Yeah.
But I think it fits the movie. I like the use of it. I think it's not used too much. I think it's used appropriately.
Okay.
Okay.
I disagree. I think it's being kind of too cute by half by having the frame change and characters walking from one frame to another of the split screen.
Yeah, I think in this one, Costner's shoulder is actually in Leary's shots.
Yeah.
I noticed that.
And there's nothing wrong with it. It's just like a lack of subtlety. It's like the Post-it note. It's just hammering you in with all of this split screen, split screen, split screen. A guy like Brian De Palma, whom we'll talk about later in the year, uses split screen, I think, effectively and conveying different bits of information in the right ways. This is, I think, more style than substance. There's no reason why these two things need to happen side by side, especially if they're crisscrossing into one another anyway.
Makes you jump.
It just feels a little too much.
I like the commitment to it, though. I mean, if you're going to do it, do it. I wouldn't want him just to do it once, because then it just feels like totally out of whack.
But it all came across as just trying to be like style flourish, and I felt inappropriate.
Showy
for a movie that doesn't really need it or have it, and as a director that doesn't really have it either.
Yeah. Now, speaking of Leary, I compared this relationship with Brad Pitt and Seymour Hoffman.
Oh, yeah, okay.
For Moneyball.
Yep.
That dynamic.
Sure. Friction.
Yeah. And we all loved Hoffman's performances and everything. And that wasn't a big role for him.
No.
But he just delivered it, right?
Yeah.
This is obviously different because it's two different actors.
Yeah. Different movies, different sports.
Yeah. But you expect a certain level of intensity from Dennis Leary.
Yes.
Did you get that?
No. I like that he was angry, but he wasn't angry enough.
Yeah, he seemed like a little tame.
I find that the movie kind of sells him a little short, as does Sonny as a character. He's a coach who's trying to get his team together. And the idea that Sonny is going to kind of Bigfoot him feels like who would want to work in that environment? And the idea that he's a hack coach, this is a problem I have in general.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about professional wrestling just for a second.
Okay.
There's an old thing I remember hearing when I was younger. You can't go out there and say, you're the worst, you're the weakling, you're a putz, you're a garbage human being, and I'm going to beat you in 5 seconds. Because if you lose, you just lost to a guy that's garbage. And if you win, what does it matter? You just beat a garbage guy.
It's like Rocky Balboa.
Exactly.
In that movie.
Totally. So by sort of setting up Leary as this half-assed coach that couldn't really get it done with the Cowboys, they did it all themselves, didn't need him, he's irrelevant to the equation, then why does Costner want him to begin with? And why does it matter if he stays or goes if Costner's only mission is to get his team on the field? I just didn't. So, the friction makes sense.
Yes.
But the story around it.
Why would you have hired him in the first place?
Why would you hire him? Why does it matter? Why do you want to keep him? let him quit or not. Like, it just feels like he's a trash coach that doesn't belong here. And yet, at the end, we're supposed to feel galvanized that he's going to make some real great moves. Right away, I'm like, I don't really understand why this relationship matters.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a lack of commitment to go all the way with some of the characters. It's almost half-baked in some ways.
Yeah.
But I think the movie's meant to be a little bit light.
Yeah.
It's almost like the Disney version of Draft Day.
Sure.
In some aspects.
Yeah.
They kept it kind of clean, and it's probably a lot more
dirty
behind the scenes.
Within the context of the movie, it doesn't make sense to me. That's all.
But Kevin Costner delivering it seems it's fine. I don't know why. Everything he says. If I could typecast Kevin Costner, this is the role.
Okay.
I would want him to do.
Sure.
I don't know what it is about it.
I think he's good in the movie.
Yeah.
I think it's the character problem.
Yeah. A lot of the characters lack some depth.
Yeah.
That's the reality of it. They're not going too deep like The Abyss. And the whole Leary thing climaxes with him coming to this office and burning the draft analysis.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't need it anymore.
I mean, he's making a scene.
Yeah.
Ali's not loving it. I'll tell you that. But I tell you, one thing I would love is to earn reverence.
Okay.
I don't know if I ever will.
Doubtful. You're off to a slow start.
Yeah. But Sonny's dad did.
Yeah.
And that's how he kind of shuts Leary up with that.
Sure. Respect my father. He deserves it. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a tough call.
The Sonny senior Paul that kind of hangs over this movie, it gets referenced a couple of times. The movie doesn't really spend a lot of time on anything of any real substance. So acknowledging that he's there and kind of having these moments where someone pushes him the wrong way and will say the wrong thing or what have you, and you kind of get a sense, and certainly the introduction of his mother and stuff later. So it's there to add a little bit of drama to Sonny's character, but it's really irrelevant to the movie itself. The relevance and the reverence is irrelevant.
What's becoming relevant in 2014 is Twitter.
True, yeah. You're not? Mom, you're on Twitter?
That's a thing now.
Yeah.
And he calls Mac because he's tweeting.
Yeah, everybody knows about it, right?
Yeah.
That's the whole idea. He made this one trade at 7:15. Everybody is talking about it, and that's the power of the internet.
But there's a big takeaway from the scene.
Yeah, this is 30 minutes into the movie, and we finally get, I guess, the first interesting bit of information about Bo Callahan.
Yeah.
The amount of information, if I told you, now granted it's not your world, I get it, but if I told you about the 1976 April 18th game in Mile High Stadium, were you able to determine, oh yeah, that's the time you sacked him 5 times, and that's the day that you did a 60-year punt return and so forth?
Oh yeah, totally. You would remember this.
Okay.
Oh yeah. 4 sacks in college? Yeah.
Okay.
That's the game.
All right. But the fact he says, watch what happens after, and leaves it there, that's drama.
The issue I have with that is I don't know if Mac would notice as much to what's happening after the play.
Sure.
From a bird's eye view, you might be able to see that, or from a coaching thing, but who knows?
I actually have an issue more later with what we're actually talking about.
But a 4-sack game is
going to be noteworthy. But if he's that good, 7th pick, does that make sense? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just because defense isn't flashy.
That's fair.
That's the problem.
That's what he said, yeah.
The people that are flashy are the quarterbacks, like primarily.
The
big ones.
Big combine.
And Brian Drews, who's been the guy for 8 seasons, Philip. A little long in the tooth for me, but quarterbacks, as we know, can play till about 40, 41. The good ones, the great ones.
They're never touched, right? So
if you don't have
keep the arm.
If you don't have Vontae Mack on the other side of things, you might survive. It's all about the O-line. I don't know if you knew that. The offensive line. Yeah, if you have a good O-line, you're good.
Sure.
Drew doesn't need to have strong legs, but he does. He's been working the off season.
A lot of squats.
Yeah, a lot of squats. 400 or something?
300 something. This guy, this is a random thing, and it's a TV reference, so you might appreciate it.
It's Smallville.
No, the trainer
that's
telling him about how good a shape that Drew is in.
Mm-hmm.
He played a football player in the first season of Sports Night, which is written by Aaron Sorkin, who went on to The West Wing, and we've talked about him, American President and so forth, so that's some connection there. And he talks about how I could beat you up. I bench pressed 3 bills and yada, yada, yada. And that's in 1999. This movie comes out 23, 24 years later, and he still uses the term 3 bills. And I was like, only thing I know from that guy is saying 3 bills in 1999. And I'm right back in 2016 thinking, he's still known for that.
But it's at this point, after hearing that about Drew, and after the conversations he's had with Bo a little bit, is Sonny's having doubts. He has the whole, water on the face washroom scene, very common.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
And he has these 3 guys find me something on Callahan.
Yeah.
There's got to be a weakness. Everybody has one.
That's right.
Really. And all they've found is a website.
Boy, did they.
Feels a little dated.
Yeah.
Cool back then to
Sure.
exploit people. Ask Diddy.
Yeah, that's right.
Right up his alley. But from there, we get a nice little story about some names even you probably know.
Of course.
Where he talks about Joe Montana being too small.
Yep.
Elway threw too hard.
Yeah.
Too strong.
Yep.
And Peyton Manning couldn't throw deep. And they all were thought to have these issues.
Hall of Fame quarterbacks. Yeah.
So he basically says, figure it out.
Yeah.
There's something. And then let me know if it matters and if we can live with it.
That setup,
Yeah.
what is it, why it matters, and can we live with it? That line alone is what the movie should spend more time on. I would watch that movie.
Yeah.
The movie doesn't really get into that too much from here, but I love those 3 points and how it affects and can affect everything moving forward.
It kind of dips its toe in a lot of different pools.
Sure.
And it's almost like the arcade version of what they're trying to do here.
Mm-hmm.
Make it dramatic, make it accessible to everybody. And I think it succeeds in a lot of ways, but at the expense of maybe some things like that.
Yeah,
going
for
through.
sure. I didn't feel like it was missing, but I got excited when you're like, oh, this is going to be the thing. But those guys are really just used for comedic relief and whatever else.
Let's get Ralph in there. He's the chief of security,
Yeah.
for lack of a better term. I don't know what he's listed on in the payroll officially. You'd have to ask Allie. She's in charge of salary cap.
Yeah. Handles all the money.
He mentions Bo is pretty vanilla,
Mm-hmm.
which is certainly not my favorite flavor of ice cream.
No.
I like chocolate with a lot of chocolate sauce
Oh, really?
loaded on there.
Okay.
I prefer the thick stuff, but I'll use Nestle Quickie in a pinch.
Okay.
It's more accessible.
Sure. You ever do the hard shell? You want
No, I'm out. No, that's stupid. Things you say.
Idiot.
But there's this possibility that none of his friends, and you can relate to this, went to his birthday party.
Yeah, there's a story told about his 21st birthday party. Things got out of hand. It got a little crazy. And the people that weren't there, it turns out, are any of his teammates.
And I think the best person to really get to the heart of the truth would be Sam Elliott. If you can
He would
trust
know.
anyone.
Exactly.
Great storyteller.
Yes.
And it reminded me of Varsity Blues a little bit.
Tell me more.
The fact that maybe the police left all the players' names off of the report
Sure.
because of their careers and such.
Yeah,
So-
they don't want to label them. They don't want to sort
Yeah.
of tarnish their reputations and whatever else.
But Ralph says they took all the names. So I think it helps the movie leave that a little bit in limbo where we're not really sure about Bo.
Sure. Yeah, it's another example, right? Fonte has said, check out what happens after. And now they're saying he may or may not have any friends. Sam Elliott is great in this scene, how he tears Sonny down. Like, no, your theory is probably right. But like, this guy is on a fast track to superstardom.
yeah.
But no, he probably doesn't have any
Yeah,
friends.
no friends.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
You're right.
Probably doesn't have any real friends. But
Sure.
Fake friends. Tons. Loads of them.
Yeah.
And a lot of those friends are probably Janes.
Could use a couple of Janes.
Use a
around
couple
here.
Janes.
Yeah.
Because that's the next quick conversation with Leary because the Bills are calling, snooping around because Leary made a call.
Yep.
Because you made a phone call.
That's right.
And he's like, well, we could use a Jane.
Yeah, I got a whole locker full of Tarzans.
That'd be an interesting locker room.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. 20 Tarzans and a Jane.
Yeah. Awkward.
Awkward.
We have a moment of Sonny really trying to come to terms with his legacy. We talked about relevance and where his dad kind of fits into the spectrum.
Oh, reverence.
And reverence, too.
Yes.
And Sonny is wrestling with that and talking to Garner about how he just wanted to have one season with his team on the field.
Oh, yes. This is a nice scene.
This, I feel like, is the emotional heart of the movie. I don't know that it gets to where it needs to go, but fundamentally, he's wrestling with the idea that last year was his dad's season. This is his window. And because of the splash he had to make, and he's painted to a corner, and he's being pushed around by a few different elements.
Been making bad decisions, admittedly so.
And fleeced his
Yeah.
situation. I wondered.
You got Kirkland.
Yeah, I wondered how you felt about how this scene is projected. You know, you're a Costner guy.
Yeah.
You're saying you typecast like this is his type of role. I think this is the one moment in the movie where he has some vulnerability or a little bit of heart.
Yes.
Did you connect on any of that?
I did. I think if you're going to connect, this is probably the scene, even more so than later. I like things that happen later, but with his character specifically, this is as good as it's going to get. I think it could have been better overall.
Sure.
I wanted more. It left me wanting.
Yeah.
And I think that story about Joe Montana noticing John Candy in the stands relaxes all his players. The great line about you can't stop a ticking clock, but the great ones find a way to slow it down. And I think this is the closest you can get to romance in football.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
And that's what we love about baseball movies, especially Moneyball for me in particular.
Yeah.
And we always critique other sports by not really being able to get there in movie form. And this, like his performance, this is going to be as close as it gets.
Sure.
And it has me, a little watery. Not going to lie.
I think it's fair to say this movie probably doesn't get made without Moneyball. I think this is probably riding that wave of
3 years later,
emotionality in sports and what the behind-the-scenes stuff is.
That's
a sports movie that's not about sports. I think that there's probably a through line there.
And I think that's why this succeeds for me in a lot of ways, because it's not on the field.
So let's say, just to put it into a context, you've said before, football is not on your top echelon.
I did say it.
Does this movie make it more romantic, or your relationship to football maybe more romantic, or does it achieve what Moneyball does for baseball? Do you leave the feeling the same way?
I like it in a vacuum.
Okay.
Can I say that here? I
think
never
you can.
really understood the whole vacuum thing. I have a vacuum. Dyson. It's pretty good. Good warranty on it. But I'm only romantic about football for an hour and 50 minutes.
Okay.
Baseball, it lives outside of Moneyball.
I see.
Altogether,
Galvanizes it, but day after day after day, you're in it. You're drafting, you're feeling it.
Exactly.
Sure.
I'm eating it up.
So yeah, okay. Well, I don't really like the romance at all between the two characters, but I do see that romance of I just want a perfect game, or I just want a perfect team, or whatever else, those kind of elements.
I like the through line of the relationship.
Okay.
It's not in your face. It's there. It exists. It's grounded. It's natural. It's fluid.
I think it's just there to have a girlfriend in the role. I don't think it's necessary. The baby thing is unnecessary to the characters to me.
It might be, but it fits to me. I don't know. It just adds another item to his plate.
Sure. More complications or whatever.
Just,
sure.
Yeah.
To me, it's like ticking a box. You're like, oh, we got a relationship? No, just make the salary cap woman his girlfriend. Oh, okay, great. Done.
That might be right, but
It's
I think at least it's executed well enough.
Yeah.
Where it doesn't.
You got a decent actor.
Yeah, it doesn't stick out as like, oh, I wish they hadn't done it.
Totally.
It may not bring as much as you'd like. You'd have to check the tape again. And that's what we're going to do here, Phil. We're going to check the tape. We alluded to it earlier because he needs to find out after this conversation with Garner.
Yeah.
Garner.
Yeah.
Is Bo the guy?
I had a couple comments about this. Now, you have anything before I dig in, let's say?
No, not really. No.
My curiosity with this scene comes twofold.
Right number of folds.
The first is, Vontae asked him to do this hours ago. And before he yelled at his team to find out.
You're the time guy now.
And before all of that, he was advised to do it. Now, that wouldn't bother me, generally.
However.
Tell the story.
Sure.
However, at some point in between that and now, Garner says to him, to try and assuage his fears and anxieties, you see things others don't.
Yeah.
You have a knack. You have an ability. You see what's underneath. You figure it out. Vontae figured it out. And this guy only just now decided to look it up. That's not him figuring it out. It's like Rob as hero in Everest. It's not a problem. It's not a problem to the movie.
I think it's a problem for you.
But it's setting up Leary as a shitty coach and showing Costner as the genius behind it all. And he's not really finding it out. Now, later when he's doing the deals, there's a little bit of like, you're playing the angles.
He said it too soon, I think.
But that stuff is not like he's looking at the paper and going, oh, that's the guy and here's why.
Yeah.
He knew he wanted Vontae to begin with, so that part isn't in question. It just feels like, why does this scene matter so much? And I like the execution of it. Play what happens next, play what happens next. I just think This should have happened a while ago, and it's not him discovering something. It's Vontae saying, hey, look at this. You missed it.
It's just something you say.
Sure.
Make him feel better.
Sure. There's nothing wrong with it. It's when you compound these things, it just doesn't really land. And on second watch, because it's happening in close succession. Now, we've talked before. A movie only has to work once.
It's nice if it works long. Yeah.
A great movie works 100 times.
Yeah.
A perfect movie will always work.
Yeah, Armageddon. Yeah, I get it.
And other movies can just be fine for the 90 or 105 or 135 minutes. And where this movie, I think, starts to fail is in this rewatch, where it becomes clear the relationships and the murkiness within that becomes a little bit more prominent. Like, oh, that's not really his thing. I start asking more questions is all.
When she says that, I'm like, I don't think he's proven that to me.
No.
Up to this point.
No.
But maybe she knows things that we don't. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt.
He knows Vontae's great, and that doesn't bother me because Vontae is great.
4 sacks.
Right, exactly.
Come on.
So he's got his name written. The issue is all throughout the movie, what do we know, what don't we know about Bo Callahan that no one else has seen, except Vontae has seen it, and that's the issue.
You're right. Scouts.
That's all I need.
The Scouts is the issue.
That's the thing. Like, you've got this entire infrastructure. Just make it count.
Drama. What I really liked from that scene, though, about checking the tape is the ejection.
Yes.
And I think the music manipulates me as well. I don't mean manipulates in a bad way.
No, that's what music does.
Ultimately. And I think little moments like this cover up what you just talked about. Is I love that emotional impact of giving the ball to his sister. She dies 6 months later.
Yeah.
Leary kind of shits on that emotional parade, unfortunately.
Yes.
But that's his character. I get it. It's fine. Sure. But it's just a beautiful moment to have in the movie.
Totally. I think it's a little undercut by the people in the other scene because it's all too easy, right? Where it's like, oh, look at this idiot. You can't do that.
Yeah, you can't.
Oh, wait a minute. His mother died. Yes, she did, didn't she? 6 months later. It's such exposition, but watching Vontae in that moment gets very effective to bring some humanity to Vontae for sure.
And they try to add on to a little bit of the emotionality with the next scene when we're dealing with the $100 bill, Phil.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is a real thing. And I'll be honest with you, being somewhat of a football guy, I don't really care about any of that in this movie. I just entertain me, make it work.
Yeah. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, exactly. I'm getting better, see?
No, I appreciate it.
And this could be something they do. So they slap on a $100 bill in the back of the playbook, and they ultimately find out
who
reads it, who doesn't. And I think it's not a bad idea.
Totally, yeah. It makes sense, even if it doesn't happen in reality. It's still a reasonable enough thing.
And Bo Callahan is a filthy liar.
Twice.
Two
times.
Yeah.
He not only didn't read it and then lied about reading it when he got busted.
Yeah, not a good character.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah. Who did read it, though? The whole thing.
And sent it back?
Yeah.
Well, the one and only Brian Drew.
Yeah.
8 years in.
Tom Welling.
Superman himself. He doesn't need that $100.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah.
Do you like Ralph? How he's like, ask me this.
Yes.
Ask me that. I like how Costner's character calls it out because this is exactly what he's doing.
I think that's really
works
clever.
in the movie.
Like the line, Jesus Christ, talk to me like you actually called me. He's like, I'm tired of playing the fucking games. Just talk to me.
It's got some pretty good dialogue in this, I think,
good.
Generally speaking.
Totally.
It's pretty well written. May not be too deep in some characters.
Not
but
meant to be. I get that. Yeah. However, saying that, I think they want us to get a little deeper here when he brings in his mom and his ex-wife. That's the next
nose job
phase.
Yeah.
Patricia Arquette out of nowhere.
Was that who? Oh,
and Ellen Burstyn.
That we know who that is
from The Exorcist,
Interstellar.
Of course. Yep, that too. Yep.
Going different directions.
A couple different directions, sure. But
both in the archives.
She's wonderful. Both in the archives.
Yeah. I don't like her hair.
Oh, yeah. It's in that 2000.
Yeah, I guess it's all the rage.
Yeah.
We did find out from our Big Lebowski episode that you're a cremation guy.
Oh, absolutely.
You're
100%.
into that?
Yeah.
So you're on board here.
Yeah, totally.
Generally
it
speaking.
Feels
timing's off.
This another one where it just feels tacked on, kind of like that other scene. It wants us to feel things. It's trying to pile on these. It's too many things that he has to deal with.
That's basically what he says.
Like it's like a farce.
Not today.
Yeah. It's just like it could be any time. So the urgency is kind of silly to me. So all of this scene feels movie. And there's other stuff in the movie that in this one that I don't feel that. Like it feels natural. It feels flowing. It makes sense. The dialogue is real. There's enough reality happening.
It's lived in, yeah.
And the way that the movie takes real players and real characters and
yeah.
real people and mixes them in with the movie and the setting and the staging.
Deion Sanders, baby.
That's right. So all of those elements add some credulity, and then these scenes come out. Here's your father. His last wish was on what today had to be done. Like it just feels
questionable,
a little on the nose, a little heavy-handed, and of course to bring in Allie to the mix is a little
Amy. Oh, that was Amy.
It's not Amy. Come on. You know that. Ellen doesn't know that. You're better than Ellen.
She's supposed to know, though.
And she does. She's just being
I do like that dynamic, though, with the four of them.
Okay.
Just the ex-wife with her look. Oh, it's her. It's,
yeah.
And then
the quotations, right?
It's little gestures with the head, with the hands.
Sure.
That's why Ellen, right, is amazing.
Yeah, the performances in this movie generally are all solid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's just sort of why this scene is happening I have an issue with. Like, does it matter?
People die, Phil.
I get it.
And
people die every day. Doesn't mean they have to go down the 50-yard line at noon.
On draft day.
On draft day of all the days. Like,
luckily, it's
if they had established
day.
In some way that was
one line,
really
right?
a special day for your dad or like a real...
Now you're talking my language. Give me one line.
Just something. But the randomness of it and the urgency of it just feels tacked on for a movie's sake.
Ironically, I didn't need a line. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, it's the world.
Pick and choose, buddy.
Pick
and choose. Although I have a feeling you might have further issues with this scene. Because I picked up on it a little bit the second watch.
Okay.
And I'm thinking, this is going to irk Phil.
Yeah, it's the worst scene in the movie.
Okay.
I hate it more than anything.
First time, didn't even think of it.
Oh, I noticed it first time.
Did you?
Oh,
I didn't think of a big deal. Second time, like, well, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Just give it to us, Phil.
This movie wants us to believe that Kevin Costner is so wrapped up in the draft day, he couldn't possibly, for a single solitary second, calm down and spend time with his mom and deal with his dad's cremation.
Who he does not hate.
He has no
Ill
issue
will.
with, but he has no time. It's too much. He can't take a second, David. He's too busy. And 30 seconds later, Allie says, "You look rough. Do you need some fresh air?" They go for a walk. Where do they go for a walk, Dave?
In the vicinity of the field.
The goddamn field that he just
Close.
said 5 seconds ago. There's no fucking way I've got time to deal with it.
Listen, you're taking this way out of context. He doesn't want to do that.
But this is
This
okay.
he wants to do. That air at the 50-yard line with mom in the ashes, it's not fresh. It's got ash. You don't want ash.
Oh,
over here by the bench
with
your lady friend. She just has a way with him.
Yeah, clearly. It's bullshit.
It's a good relationship they have.
And what bothers me even more than that is how irritated he is 2 minutes later when the mom is on the field with other people to do the ash thing.
Yeah, she's sticking it. Yeah, I don't think they have a great relationship.
Fucking there.
I think it's a relationship with a mom issue.
Sure.
So I don't want to do it because of the mom, where Allie is like, she's been my rock.
The fucking world is big. The fresh air is everywhere.
It's all
to
about
have those scenes back to back is stupid writing. That's just bad writing.
One word. It's all about the approach. It's how his mom approached it versus how Allie approached it. He needs fresh air, Phil. He needs it. We both know it. We could probably use some. Let's be honest. And how his mom is saying, let's get some fresh air, versus how Allie is saying it. I'm
in
on
the
Team
same
Allie.
place at the same time.
I'm on Team Allie.
Yeah.
It's all about
Team Joe.
It's
You're
all
just
about delivery. Either way, he's going outside. How you get him there is that's the
outside
magic.
is everywhere else but this one spot. It's just a stupid storytelling point.
The point is, Phil, is he didn't fire his dad.
Yeah.
Mom
big
did.
reveal.
His mom did. So that's the problem here.
His dad was dying.
You don't know
It's not
that.
like his mom was being some manipulative hen or
fine.
shrew. She was saying
He died anyway. Let him die in the field. That's where he's happy. He's unhappy with her at home.
just let him
She's
work.
the problem.
Yeah.
Anyways, I get it. Roger Goodell.
Oh yeah, commissioner.
Yeah, you know who that is.
Lifetime appointment.
It seems that way. He's been there
He's been
an
there
awful
for a
long time. Ray Lewis, Baltimore Ravens.
Not flashy.
Exactly. And he was one of the best in his time, Super Bowl with the Ravens, who were formerly the Browns.
I did not know this. This is established in the movie. I had no idea.
And then the Browns end up coming back. Anyways, expansion. It's a funky world.
Yeah.
But Ray Lewis, was picked 26th.
Mm.
And I love Molina. He says, well, that's good too. Just his
Sure.
delivery of that. It's like, I don't know what to say here.
Yeah.
But it's just funny. So that just gives us an idea of the splash, if you will. And maybe he wasn't like these things. Who knows, right?
You don't know.
You don't know. You don't know.
A lot of first-round picks, like we talked about with Brady. You said 199 or something.
199.
Like guy turns out to be the greatest of all time.
Ryan Leaf went second in, I forget what year it was, and he was a complete flop.
There you go.
He was throwing interception after interception, and it was brutal.
Yeah.
I forget how it all went down, but it was just a bad move.
call.
And how do you know? Even like Moneyball, Billy Bean.
Yeah, it's another example.
He was
too.
the guy.
Yep.
And no, he wasn't.
Turns out he wasn't.
You don't know.
Yep.
You walk in there, you know. You don't know.
Yep.
I didn't quite get that right, but you know.
You know, I get it.
Great little scene. And this is where Allie gives Sonny the green, the yellow paper. So, I slipped that in there in case you didn't notice.
That's right. Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, it's the 7th time that there's been a close-up on this piece of paper. I get it.
And speaking of pieces of paper, your good friend Kevin Dunn
My boy.
of Dave fame,
Yeah.
he gets a piece of paper
Yeah.
with a name on it.
Yeah, because they're on the clock.
They are on the clock, 10 minutes.
Yes.
Did you pick up on that?
Yeah.
Good, because it came up a few times. They're all worried because Sonny is alone and is somewhere. He's not even with everybody else. He finally comes in.
They had a tradition. They do it
They
all
did.
together,
Well-
but they don't.
We'll start it back up again when we start winning again, which tells me you wouldn't start it up again because now you're winning. You were doing that tradition when you were losing.
Yeah, you
Let's stick with
keep
the new tradition.
Let's keep with the winning tradition. Yeah.
That's my one-day pick.
There it is.
This whole movie.
Finally got
Yeah.
it.
I think it'll still likely stay on the shelf, but we'll see. And essentially, they waste their picks because they take the guy they were going to pick at 7.
Yeah.
So
So they
they
pick
get-
it as first.
so
First
they-
overall.
And that would upset people,
Including
Dennis Leary.
Dennis quits.
softly. It's a soft quit.
It's a soft quit.
What I don't like about this, your buddy Kevin Dunn,
Mm,
no real reaction.
yeah.
I think he sees it. I think he knows.
Sure.
And he gives a thumbs up to Molina, who's got the Callahan jersey.
Yeah.
Might want to get my
Gonna
heads
get some
up.
egg on his face if that's the case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like egg, but not on the face.
No. Yeah, it's a little silly. It's obviously strains some credulity, but it's a nice scene. I like those guys anyway, so I was
Yeah.
fine with it.
Oh,
And Vontae's, again, Chadwick, great actor. So all of those scenes I think are really great. Him playing and realizing he's the #1 draft pick overall and feeling that surrounded by his
I felt
family and
that.
stuff. Like
Yeah.
I thought that's a really
That was
powerful kind of moment.
Beautiful. I love the fact that he's not even there. Like he puts his family first. Like we're going to celebrate here. We're going to do it all at my house. He certainly didn't expect to be picked first or even maybe in the first round because of the way the draft goes and what have you.
Yeah. But just to make sure we know, we got another shot of the piece of paper.
Leary reads it.
Yeah,
Vontae Mack, no matter what.
that's right. If only we had all seen
Oof.
that piece of paper earlier.
The movie would have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
I like it.
Sure, it's a nice reveal.
Beautiful. Better than the Oreos.
Yeah.
And he has one last final quiet time with Allie. It's been the 3rd or 4th time. I don't know if this one's in a closet. It might be in an office now.
Could be.
I think they gave up on the whole secret thing at this point.
Yes.
And they talk about the pick. The correct path is the tortured one. That makes a lot of sense to me.
Yes. Looking at you.
Our friend Pat can't believe it. He looks a lot like our friend
Does
Pat.
look a lot like Pat. Tim Simons.
There you go. And Bo keeps dropping.
No one wants him.
Well, what happens when
If you
the
didn't
most
get,
obvious pick,
Yep.
there's got to be a defect in this guy, and people either don't need a quarterback, in the case of the Denver Broncos.
Yeah. And Seattle Seahawks, it turns out,
Yeah,
somehow.
yeah. I'm still trying to think that one through to have something to say there. And it gets the, what do you call that?
The hamster wheel?
Yeah, that's it. Mine wasn't working there, obviously, but
Clearly.
of maybe we can swing something here.
Yeah, now we get Costner in. This is
Yeah.
like your unbreakable moment to me, right?
Yeah.
It's like you've
Really
played
is.
dormant for most of the movie,
Mhm.
kind of one note, latent, you
Yep.
know, and now it's his time to actually show he's a GM and show that he knows the angles and he can play the whatever.
Yeah.
I love this sequence in terms of a way to end a movie.
Okay, wonderful. Because I was concerned with you liking this movie overall for the factors that you've brought up.
Sure.
You're very predictable.
Yeah.
Just
It's just
kidding.
well reasoned and laid out pretty clearly.
But I was hoping that at least you would be able to get something here in the last, 15, 20 minutes. So
Mhm.
I'm happy to hear that. We'll break it down. because there's a lot to take in here. And I'll admit, the first time I watched this, I didn't get it.
Oh, okay.
I was probably drunk, actually, 2016. So I didn't get like all the picks over here, and now it's the Jaguars and the switcheroo. It's pretty clear now. I mean, it would never happen, but I get the...
Yeah, that was my question more of like, do those kinds of deals happen in that tight a time frame?
No.
10 minutes to make the deal. Who's signing contracts at this point? How does that even...
I've never watched the draft.
Yeah, okay.
I know the results of it, but I don't...
Okay.
It's not like you with the Oscars. I don't take an interest that much in it.
Yeah.
I don't really know enough about the players.
Sure, like you and the Oscars.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I've been to a movie theater. But this would be, from what I understand, it's completely unrealistic. Okay. But, again, whatever.
Yeah, for the movie purposes, it worked fine. I just was curious.
For a casual fan,
totally,
I'm fine with it.
I thought it was interesting the way it all played out. And if that was the case, I started to think about, like, the logistics. Like, okay, well, you told me I got that pick. Oh, okay. I guess you have that pick. Like, who's signing? Anyway.
The only thing that's really actually unrealistic is the travel time that it takes for Melina to get there.
The Gulf Stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't do that, but...
Yeah,
again, who cares?
I really thought it was really well executed. I really enjoyed the sort of culmination of all of this.
What did you think of the actor playing Jeff Carson, the Jaguars GM, who's got the 6th pick?
He's a young kid?
He's the young kid.
Yeah. Pretty good.
I thought his performance was just bang on. You tell me this guy is a young, inexperienced GM?
Yeah. Deer in the headlights.
Nails it.
Yeah, I thought, really good.
And I love how Sonny's approach to him is... He wants something,
of course,
but it's respectful. Sure. This is good for both of us, and
you buy it.
I buy it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's true. Maybe Callahan would have fit perfectly with. I don't know.
Tough to say.
Yeah, tough to say.
But overall, I like the way that it all culminates for a movie that, up until that point, I've had some ups and downs with. As we've talked about, you can open strong and it'll carry you.
Yes, like Great Wall.
Yeah,
right.
Or if you're opening and fumble. If you fumble at the beginning, it can take a long time to pick up.
Yeah.
It's the same at the ending, right? A great ending can make up, in my view, for some of the questionable stuff beforehand. The movie itself, up until this point, has been completely fine, adequate.
Okay.
A nice C+ watch. Nothing really special. Nothing I would really think about again.
I can only hope to get a C+ out of you from something on my shelf. So.
And then this scene comes, and you're sort of like, yeah, of course this is where the movie's going, but Costner's got a talent. His relationship with Leary, Garner's involved, like all of that.
And the whole Mac thing was great too. That was really the music, just the right time and beautiful.
So I thought for delivering and landing the plane, if you will, I thought it delivered. And as a result, it left my taste in the mouth to be pretty positive.
Wonderful. And the Tom Michaels call. Let's have this out because I think this is where you may have an issue to him wanting Tom Callahan because you gave him away. You didn't want him. You sold him off for draft picks. But now Sonny's like, you want Bo Callahan. I want my 3 picks back.
Yeah. Whatever.
But you didn't want Bo Callahan, right? Would be your argument.
Yeah.
However, if you recall, they wanted his head.
Yes. The blogs are going crazy.
And that could get you fired.
Sure.
The owner
needs a splash.
If your fans are pissed off at you and they stop coming to the games, the first person to go is usually the GM in that situation. Maybe the coach. I don't even know. Somebody higher up. It's not the owner. I'll tell you that.
Heads of the world.
Yeah. And the fact about the cost has gone down.
Sure. Right back where you left off, and you come out ahead.
So I think that salvages the possible plot hole with why did you not just take Callahan in the first place?
Yeah.
You get him now and you get him cheaper.
Yeah.
And you saved your job.
Yeah, I didn't really question those kind of logistics. I had an issue at the front end, but by the time it gets to the bottom, I'm like,
You're on a high anyway.
I've just already accepted it. In this instance, the payoff of it made some sense, even if the explanation behind it didn't.
Do you know what a punt returner is, though?
I just didn't think it was a position. Punt returner to me just sounds so awkward to say. You know, linebacker, offensive lineman, wide receiver, cornerback. Like, these are all terms
safety
that all have a
kicker,
a kind of an allure to them. Let's say punt returner.
Hey, now you be careful.
Sounds just sort of trophies. Sounds boring. It sounds made up.
It's typically a dual role. So if you're a wide receiver, you're also the punt returner.
Yeah.
You may not be like the number 1 wide receiver. You might be like further down the depth chart, if you
Sure.
will, or he might be a running back, or he might be a cornerback. I think Deion Sanders might have been a punt returner, actually.
Yeah. But I think on his resume it would say
Oh, yeah.
receiver rather than punt
I would say
returner.
cornerback.
Sure.
But he did a little
something
bit of
other
receiving.
than punt returner.
Sure. Yeah, you'll have your other label. Yeah, on your Tops
Yes.
OPC card.
Exactly.
It probably wouldn't say punt returner.
And maybe that's what I'm talking about.
That's what you're talking about. I'm with you.
I
yeah.
wouldn't understand the
No,
punt
you wouldn't.
returner as a position.
Well, you know that David Putney is a damn good one. And he takes them just because I just want him. We need him.
It's a different world now, 30 minutes later, as he
just
says.
sticking it. So
Sticking it.
that's bookending that conversation in the beginning. Didn't love that part of it. But at the end, I mean, it gets me where I want to be, essentially, from emotional.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Now, it gets you where you need to be. Does the movie stay where it needs to be?
In the D section.
Yeah.
Draft
in the D spot.
day. You know, because I don't care about the realism of the draft itself.
Nice change of pace, isn't
It
it?
is.
To just fucking accept a movie on
Exactly.
its terms.
But I think the real reason why it stays on my shelf is nothing stood out to me that I didn't like.
Okay,
There's certain things I didn't love.
sure. But a completely likable movie.
Yeah, it's just like nothing pissed me off. Like the scenes you're talking about, they're fine. They're not the best, but they don't stand out as being, oh my God, let's move past it. Even Inception has moments where like, I don't like this moment.
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't have any of those. It's not always exciting necessarily. Those closet scenes with Allie may not blow your socks off,
Mm-hmm.
but it all makes sense in the movie. And ultimately, it gets me at the end. And that's the thing. I have the unbreakable moment.
Yeah, I thought you might.
I did, and my eyes get a little watery, even more so the second time. I may have watched it once after I got it in like 2016, so it's probably my third and fourth watch.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to go back to it anytime soon, but next draft comes around. Is it a yearly?
Could be.
That remains to be a question.
Okay.
But it solidifies a spot because it succeeds in connecting with me emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
And not a lot of movies, as you know, do that.
No.
So for that, I have a lot of space on my shelf for those types of movies. So
Yeah.
it's not going anywhere.
Such a strange selection of movies if you really ever to map it out.
Yeah, I should really publish my library. That'll really get some eyebrows and some what?
Yeah.
How about you though, Phil? Did you like this more than Great Wall? That's where I'm going to put the bar for this.
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
Absolutely. I thought every accent in this movie made sense to me. It all
Yeah,
worked
sure.
out. This movie was, as you say, completely watchable. I had big issues with that one scene with the mom and on the field.
Yeah.
Just because it's so ridiculously silly to have it so close together.
Logistically.
Yeah, the other stuff, you know what? It's bad storytelling or it's poor writing, but ultimately doesn't hurt the movie.
Yes, that's
This
right.
was such a blatant disregard for thematic storytelling that I was put off. But it didn't ruin the movie.
But you moved past it. That's good.
And there wasn't a lot in the movie else that I hated.
Yeah.
There were things
you
I
go.
liked or didn't like.
Sure, yeah.
But overall, I thought perfectly serviceable, if you will.
Well, I mean, just Costner,
He's got a charm about him.
it really elevates
Yeah.
everything around him, I think.
And a little older, too. And we've done
Yeah.
some younger Costners, obviously.
This is Pete Costner to me, in my opinion, right here.
Oh, my God.
55 years old, 50,
Sure.
in around there, maybe 60, but
approaching Crocodile Dundee levels of leather and in his face. So I really liked it. It's not going to go on the shelf. It's not, but I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't hate watching it. I don't know if I would even recommend it, but I don't have any
on.
issues with the time I spent with it. I also think it's a tight 140, 145. Like
150,
set
with
set
credits.
the right tone for the movie,
Sure.
and nothing overstayed its welcome. So overall, I thought it was a good, fine movie.
Okay.
And because I'm not a football guy, I love Moneyball and baseball movies, as we've talked about.
Mm-hmm.
This, I think, wants to be Moneyball. I do not think it delivers to me on that same level.
No, but I think it helps that it wanted to be, though, to get a little bit more emotionality out of it.
Sure. I think intention is there.
Yes.
It just didn't reach
Well,
those
no.
those points
Come
for
on,
me.
Moneyball is like a top 10 movie for me.
Yeah, this is not
No,
for
no,
me
no.
at all. And Moneyball isn't really either. I just think it's really effective. This is less effective.
Well, let's see how effective your tease is for next week and see if I can figure it out right on the spot what you're bringing.
Oh, I assure you, you would not get this. I'm going to give you a couple of hints. It is timely, just as this is. The school year is ending.
Okay.
So I'm going to go all the way back to 1995 with Ben Affleck.
Okay.
And
Matthew McConaughey?
yeah,
Yeah?
maybe. Well, find out next week.
All right. I think I know what it is. We'll see.
Well, that's it, folks. We know what this is. It's the end of the episode. Please rate us 5 stars in your podcatcher of choice. Please subscribe so you never miss an episode. And, of course, share it with any draft pick you know. Share it with any Browns, Bills, Guardians.
Anybody, really.
Anybody. Find somebody. You know what? Share it with your top next 3 picks.
Yeah, you can only share it once.
You only get shared once.
That's it, right? So make it count.